Hello everybody, this is Crazy Man again, and here we are at the village. And this is a slight follow-up from my last Minecraft with the Madman. As you can see here, I have quite a bit of wool on me, and a couple of emeralds. Oh, wait. It's for editing purposes. And here we have a villager with this trade. Okay, so we have 3 emeralds now. I'm going to trade all this, and then we're going to see how many emeralds I have at the end of it. Okay, so already we can't trade anymore. And if I go off, go back on, used up. So we go to the very end. We use 1 emerald, we buy some bread, we wait for the sparkles, and we continue. Oh. Okay, so something slightly different happened. As you can see, I've still got more wool to trade. However, the last trade is no longer bread. The last trade is now raw chicken. And we have just under a stack of emeralds. And enough to probably make that up to a stack, plus the 3 that we started with. So, that isn't like the most efficient way of doing it either, but it's one of the better ones that I have. I also had those from earlier. I have a stack and a half of emeralds, which I'm going to put here. And now we have chicken. So we can go back to trading. Don't look at your feet. Right, okay, so we can't do the wool trade anymore. And if you hadn't guessed, I have been doing other things. Yes, I had to go get some chicken, and chicken takes longer to grow up than I thought it did. And we don't want a spider eye. Though we could have eaten it. And now, the wool trade is back, and we can go back. Just get that a little bit more. Oh. Done again, and notice I didn't use all the chicken at once. That's because this trade is still good, and if I do it one at a time, I'll be able to exploit the wool trade more. And apart from the fact it's harder to get hold of chickens, I am now getting more emeralds, because before I was having to pay an emerald. This time I'm getting an additional emerald. And that was a perfect round number. Just as I obviously planned it. My goodish bow is almost dead. It's very sad. 1 hit and it's gone. And we don't quite have enough. Oh! A new trade has even opened. So from now on, we'll give Carol wheat. And before, I think we had that many, didn't we, before? And then 3 that we started with. So in total, we've got about a stack and a quarter emeralds from doing that. And I'm going to use some of those emeralds. I'm going to use some of those emeralds so much because this guy... Actually, wait. First this guy. Before he had this diamond trade, I did the diamond trade with him once. I didn't really want to waste too many diamonds, but it was worth it because 1 trade opened up that, which then opened up that, which isn't that good, and that, which isn't that good, and that, which is very nice. So he will sell us diamond helmets. This guy will sell us diamond swords, diamond shoes, diamond chest plate, diamond spoon, diamond pick, diamond trousers, diamond axe. So basically between these guys we can completely kit ourselves out in diamonds, and there's not really much of an excuse for continuing to wear things like leather or use iron tools. But what I wanted from this guy was a sword, because my sword just broke when going to get the chickens, and diamond stuff lasts a lot longer than anything else. And whilst I'm here, also going to buy myself some diamond leggings. He's still got a coal trade, so I don't want to activate the end trade yet. And I'm just going to... yeah, all this stuff I got from trading with people. Which is a nice chest plate, nice diving helmet, lovely shoes. Okay. So we're here at the Enderman farm. I just wanted to chuck a couple of level 30s on things that I just got. Yeah, the reason I'm kind of doing this is partly because I have them. Partly because recently I starved to death whilst I was AFKing, and I didn't think that was possible. Which is why it's okay, I guess. It's not quite as cool as what I got on everything else, but they'll do. I don't really need them anyway. But yeah, I don't know whether that was because I was being slightly pushed by water or slightly pushed by mobs or something. Maybe that uses up hunger, but yeah, that was the first time I've ever starved whilst not doing anything. Maybe it was an update, I don't know. If you know, please tell me, because I was very concerned and confused by that, and I lost, like I said, quite a lot of good stuff. And the sword, come on, something nice, something nice. Looting 3, knockback 2, Bane of Arthropods 4. It's okay, I guess. Don't like that Bane of Arthropods, but I guess it'd be useful for getting string. Also, whilst I'm here, I want to see if I can fix this bow. No. Okay, so that's useless to me. I will just try enchanting a fresh bow then. And what, as with 30 levels, we get punch 2. Power 3, flame 1, punch 1. It's not quite the same, is it? Okay, so we're back at the village. I had this other sword in my ender chest, and I tried renaming that one so I could put the two together and get smite 4, looting 3, and the knockback 2, which I don't really care about, but basically smite and looting, because earlier today, with just an iron sword that had smite and looting on, I got 2 wither skulls in about 15 minutes, and I think soonish I would like to fight another wither. And so I was hoping for a smite, which affects wither skeletons, and looting because it helps with the head drops. Actually, that was the sword I was using, I think. Well, I could potentially fix that. It's just they wear out a lot quicker. Anyway, we are back in the village now, because... yeah, damn you, guy. We're back in the village because I wanted to build a house, and I wanted just talk to you guys about some things vaguely to do with accidental games and the accidental LP. Should I just put that back in there? So, as you may be aware, I have more or less just finished an exam, and because I had this exam and coursework, it meant that me and Sparks weren't able to record as much, and this is what I've been using as storage, because I wanted to go caving and I had a load of rubbish on me and in my ender chest, kind of like now. I'm going to start building a house though whilst I talk to you. It's going to be along here. I don't have any sandstone. This hasn't been very well thought out. Ignore that. This has been brilliant and well thought out. It's all your fault. I'm kidding, it's not your fault. Anyway, the point is, I had an exam, so me and Sparks couldn't really record as much as we wanted to, or not as easily anyway, because I was busy studying and Sparks wasn't. But I was busy studying. That's basically what I was saying. And just before I started... No. Just before I had my exam, like day before, maybe 2 days before, Sparks mentioned that there was a place at his work place that was available, that someone was leaving, and if I wanted a job, because I've sort of been looking for a job for a while, just to hand in a CV, not even thinking about it at all, because I was all stressed, sort of focusing on the exam. I sent in this CV, and a couple of days after I think in fact the day after my exam, I got a call from this place saying, are you available for an interview tomorrow? And I said, yeah, sure. A couple of days later, went to the interview, and I've been offered the job, which on one level is very, very good. On the other level, it now means all the time that me and Sparks thought we would have free to record, we aren't actually going to have free to record, because from the sounds of it, I'm now probably going to be working Monday to Friday, and Sparks is working Saturday and Sunday. You see the issue with recording together now, don't you? Yes. And bearing in mind that usually a regular ALP takes the best part of a day, really. We start recording till at 2 sort of PM, which we usually do after we've sort of done a bit of off-camera sort of setup. I know it doesn't always look like we've done sort of off-camera preparations, but we often have, even if it doesn't look like we have. Ooh. No, I don't have an axe on me. I'm sure Sparks will be annoyed if he's watching this. Anyway. Yeah. So, what I'm saying, really, is that we were hoping to get our scheduling sort of sorted and fixed and ready as soon as I finished my coursework and exam, which I've now done, and instead I've accidentally got myself a job, which is good on another level, but it does mean you may have to be slightly patient with us in terms of when our upload schedule sort of gets fixed, and we may, I mean, at the moment we try and release something with both of us in every other day, with Spellbound Canes at the beginning of the week, the ALP midweek, and Evo Land at the end of the week. And just to warn you, that is probably fairly likely to change over the next couple of weeks whilst we figure out how we're going to do the recording sessions. But after a while we should get back in the swing of things and record as normal. So that was just a bit of a heads up there. The other thing I wanted to say was I got this job when I wasn't actually looking to get a job. And I'd like to just have a little chat, definitely a chat, about some of the lies that they tell you in school. Don't get me wrong, school is very important, and with a good education you can get somewhere. However, schools in general tend to promote the fact that you're going to get nowhere in life if you don't have a good education or if you don't do well in exams. This is not true. This is not true at all. What's going to determine whether you get a job or not, 9 times out of 10, particularly for your first couple of jobs, is if you know someone who either does that job or is in... It's more about who you know, is what I'm basically trying to say here. That is probably more likely going to determine whether you get a job or not. I guess it's a bit of a... What I'm trying to say is, if you do good in school and you think, yeah, I do really good, do really well at, I don't know, all the exams and things, I'm going to get brilliant marks, I'm going to have no trouble getting a job, I'm saying, don't count your hens before they hatch, or whatever the expression is, because you also need to know people. And I would say knowing people is potentially more important, because you can pick up the skills for a job while you're doing a job or in training, but you can't just get a job, particularly in an economy like we currently have. Just going to go sleep so no one kills all my villagers, and then sort out my inventory, and then I'll be back. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yes. For getting a job, in my experience, you're most likely to get a job from knowing someone rather than actually applying for a job and doing all the things that you're told to do help you get a job. And if you're in school and you do well at your studies and everything else, good. But don't underestimate the importance of being nice to people and the importance of making friends. Not that I'm saying... Not that I'm saying that people who are good in class don't have friends or can't make friends or whatever. And obviously if people are mean to you, don't suck up to them because you want them to be your friend. But at the end of the day, being friends with people is probably how you're going to get at least your first job. Because if you've got no experience, you're sort of reliant on what others say about you. Thought I saw a creeper. I didn't. I was going to kill him though. And it's another point that it brings me on to. You should always do your best to try and be friendly to people, because even if you don't see, even if you have no particular reason to be friends with them, they're just some random stranger, you never know who they are, what they're going to be like, and it could be that either they are your boss someday, or potentially just friends with someone that you need to be, well, they could happen to be friends with someone who is who you need to impress, basically. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to, and failing to say there. I don't know about this house. Seems a little odd, but oops. Look, axe. He, an axe. See, I did good. I got an axe. Okay, need 7 more. Alright, one more house. I'm hopefully gonna add some more houses in time. I'm thinking maybe bringing a road down here. I need to speak to Sparks a bit, speak to Sparks a little to see what he thinks. I mean, obviously, as you can see, there's already a road here. Thinking about bringing it out here a bit more, have some more houses. We want to expand the village quite a bit, have a lot of housing. I think we're out of time for this episode, so I just wanted to sum up. Me and Sparks may be a bit sporadic with our uploading. We may do quite a bit of switching around of what comes out when. We're going to try our best to keep up a schedule of a video with both of us out every other day, and then our solos out as and when, which is but they'll be on the days that we don't upload a joint thing, if we have something. After that, if you're in school and you're doing very well at exams, don't forget that it's also important to be likable and sort of have good not good communication skills, good interpersonal skills with other people. Having said that, do be yourself and don't try and be who you think everyone wants you to be, because that's not a good thing. And if you're not someone who's brilliant at exams or whatever, and you're sort of worried about where life is going to take you, don't worry too much, because I know quite a lot of people who did terrible in exams, but they knew the right people, and now they all have, well, much better jobs than I've got anyway. So yes, that was all. I'm going to continue trading with villagers to get a few more emeralds, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!